What is going on, everybody? My name is RIJOTTO, and today I have a little bit of a different video for you guys. I'm going to be doing a whole room tour of, where I chill, edit videos, game, and all that sort of stuff. I don't have a whole bunch of stuff, only because all I have is a PC and a bed and, just the generic stuff. But, I just thought, why not go ahead and share my gaming setup as well as, my whole entire room with you guys. So, first things first is my bed. My bed is the most amazing bed in the world. It's not like a memory foam or anything like that. It is like a low profile bed, so it's only like 3-4 feet off the ground. No, not even like 4 feet. I'd probably say like either 2.5 or like 3 feet off the ground. It really opens up like the whole entire room. I don't have to like climb up onto it. I can just kind of just lay on it. Which I prefer personally. Other people like to be, high up, but on the sides, it's actually got a part where I can actually hide all of my stuff. So if I have like boxes or cables or anything, I can just go ahead and hide it there. Next thing, I just got my charging station. I don't really have nightstands or any of that just because they're way too high for this. Actually, this did come with nightstands, but they're so wide. I just thought, what, I don't really use them. I can just go ahead and use the floor for part of my charging station. Next thing is my closet. Nothing really too important. It is incredibly messy, but just generic clothes, shoes, boxes and stuff. So nothing really important here. I do have an upper level up there to also store stuff, kind of like an overhead compartment, which in my opinion is pretty cool. Now this right here, I had built this PC. This was actually my old case that I used to have. I actually got this from Cyberpower PC. I got my name engraved. I don't even know if you can see that, but I got my name engraved in there. I've had this case for, I want to say, 2.5 years. It went through such rendering and just so much, and I had upgraded to mine, slowly over time to what mine is now, and I'll get to that in a second. But this is actually thrown in with a bunch of spare parts. My dad had actually only paid like $100 at Micro Center to get a fully complete build PC. It is fully functional, if I can actually manage to get it turned on. It is fully functional. It's got, like red LEDs because of like the motherboard. You can't even really see it all that well, but it doesn't have like the best cable management. Cables are kind of running everywhere, but it's gonna run great whenever I get Windows 10 on this thing. It's actually an awesome computer used for my mom. This is for my mom. Next thing is just my dresser. Just got 4 drawers here, and then up on top I just have a basket full of random stuff for like PCs. Like I got this like PC fan, I got some freaking food, I guess, just a lot of extra PC stuff, sunglasses, headphones, all that stuff, extra screws for my PC, whatever. Now, time for the big shot right here. This right here is my whole entire gaming setup. Now this is where I spend all of my time. I spent way more money than what I really wanted to. It looks kind of bluish on the camera, but it's like it's a really cool like darker transformer purple. I can't really explain it, but it looks freaking amazing in person. So let's just get right into this. First thing, I have the Razer Blackwidow Chroma keyboard. The Chroma is really awesome, only because I can actually change this any color I want. So if I want to have it like a rainbow, I can have it rainbow. If I want to change these white keys in the middle to red, and then like these purple ones to like orange, I can go ahead and do that. It's super cool. It's mechanical, so it will last a long time. Next thing, my 2 monitors. They're both 23.5 inches. They're only like a 60 hertz monitor, but 60 hertz monitors, I mean, at least in my opinion, they're fairly cheap for their price. 144 hertz monitors are absolutely like ridiculous right now. I don't really want to bother with those, so I got 2 of those. They are the Acer. I don't necessarily know the brand. I got them like 2 years ago on Christmas. My dad had got them for me, so I don't realistically know what exactly brand they are. Next thing I got, this mouse pad. This mouse pad is super sick. It has the exact same effects as the keyboard, and you know, everything else. I can make this like rainbow. I can make this, you know, pulse. I can, like, it's got like so many like different effects. So you know, it could be tilted up on you know, like the frame of your monitor or whatever. Super cool. Even if you don't want the lights, you can actually turn off these lights as well, which is pretty cool. Next thing, I've got the Logitech G600 gaming mouse. This mouse right here is, honestly, I've had this for several years. It's lasted me quite a long time. These 12 buttons on the side right here, if I can focus. These 12 buttons on the side right here, you can actually program them to be buttons in a game, and particularly MMO or RPGs, right? Not necessarily like CSGO or Area H1Z1 or anything, but it's got a left click, a right click, and then as you can see there, it's got that third click. If you hold down this third click, this turns into a whole new set of 12 buttons, which is super cool. So 24 buttons on the side, and also I can actually select different colors. That's white, that's orange, and then back to purple. I mean, it obviously doesn't show up as well on the camera, but you know, you kind of get the gist of it. Now, let's get up to our mic. If I can manage to take it off here. Here we go. My mic right here. Now this mic is an amazing mic. Sorry, not mic, my headset. This headset is like a studio quality headset. It is the Audio-Technica AT50X's. There are the AT50s and then the AT50X's, and these are the X's. This is like a special edition. It looks blackish, but it's actually like a navy blue. You can actually see it there for a second, but it's like a navy blue with like a tan color. These things are freaking awesome. Like 0 delay response time. It really picks up like the bass and the treble very well. I absolutely love these headsets. Super incredibly comfortable. I can wear these for hours at a time. One of like the best headsets that I have ever had. Now time for the mic. This mic right here is an Audio-Technica AT2035. Now this mic was my most recent upgrade, aside from, you know, things that I've gotten for Christmas. This mic right here is absolutely amazing. I've got the pop guard right here to, you know, reduce the P's and the T's and the S's to make it more crisp and clear. Now for my audio interface, I don't really have much. I have the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2. Nothing really important. It's just, you know, basic audio interface. I'm looking at maybe getting like an audio mixer instead, just because the output for this thing is kind of lacking a bit. I really want to emphasize, you know, the bass in my voice, and be able to actually control it, like the compression, the equalizer, all of that stuff. So, but this is just what I have for right now. It's worked great. You know, very like reliable. I can at least change the gain. And obviously every time that I talk into the mic, even though I'm using my phone audio, it'll actually show if I'm talking. And if I actually talk too loud, and if the volume gets too loud, it turns to like an orangish reddish, as you can see there. So, but I feel like that's actually a pretty cool aspect that they've added. Now, time for the big rig. This PC right here is an absolute beast of a computer. Now this PC, I had just recently got the case, but everything inside of it, I do have the WindForce NVIDIA GTX 970 graphics card. I've got Corsair 650 watt, the CX 650M. I had just actually recently bought that only because I had to upgrade whenever I had gotten all these parts. Motherboard, I've got the Gigabyte G1 Gaming Series motherboard. Really great. I haven't had any issues at all with it whatsoever. I haven't had any issues with any of these parts whatsoever. Just all these parts are just extremely good. I don't know a whole lot about motherboards to be able to say why it's like so amazing. I'm just assuming that it deals with like the ports and the connectivities, and all of like the possible options that you have for building. My RAM, you know, very basic. You can actually barely see it. It's right there, and then also one on that side too. They're the ballistics. They are 8 gig sticks each, 2400 megahertz. So I've got 16 gigs of DDR4, 2400 megahertz, which is, you know, absolutely plenty. My processor, on the other hand, is an absolute beast. It is the Intel i7-5820K, which, I mean, can just take incredible render times. You know, it can handle a lot. Like, I've pushed it to its limit, you know, with some certain games, and this thing is an absolute beast. Now, this cooler right here is an incredibly cool cooler. I love it. It's the Cooler Master. It is actually the D94, I believe. It's lasted me quite a long time. I've had that for quite a long time as well. It's lasted me. I absolutely love it. Now, this case is one of my favorite things out of this entire build, only because the whole side is tempered glass. On both sides, actually. On this side, you can't even see it, but it's actually tempered glass as well. But just everything about this is so incredible. So, you know, you have all of your extra cables here to really clean up the build. You have so many different sockets, or I guess plugs, where you can actually do proper cable management, really make it look clean. Now, all of these fans up on top, all three of these fans, there's 2 screws on the front and then 3 in the back. You can actually unscrew those, take out a tray, and then literally lay the tray down and then work on each individual fan, and then just slide it back in. So rather than having to hold it, screw it in on top or whatever, you can literally just pull out that tray and work on it separately. I've got 3 white LED fans up there. I don't even know the name. I'm pretty sure they're some like NZXT fans, like the white LED ones. You know, not too bad. For those of you who are wondering about the case, this case is the Fantex Evolve Enthro. More money than I thought I was going to spend on a case, but I love this display. I don't regret this purchase whatsoever. It is super clean. Now, for my LED strips, these LED strips are the NZXT Hue Plus. You can actually see a little light in there. I don't know if you can see that light in there, but that is actually the box that hooks up to one of like the power supplies outlets, and it comes with the program. You can literally change any color you want. It actually has the rainbow effect too. Here, I'll show you that in a second. It's got the rainbow effect too, which is just, you know, the icing on the cake, the cherry on top. It is absolutely fucking gorgeous. I love it so much, but for right now I'm just having a fixated purple color. But what's cool about this case is that the front and the top, you can actually change this LED to any color that you want. There's pink, there's a hot pink, there's, you know, like a red, orange, yellow, green, 2 shades of blue. I mean, just this case, just in general, is phenomenal. It's one of the best purchases I've ever had out of this whole entire rig. But as far as that's literally all that I have from my setup. You know, let me guys know what you think about this whole entire setup in the comments below, and be sure to hit like on this video. It really does help me a lot, more than you ever imagine. But you know, as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until next time, peace.